I'm just kidding. Welcome back to Open Water.
Yay, another episode. 28. My birthday number. That's what episode we're on. This is episode 28. Our birthday is February 28th, 2022.
28 weeks.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, it was your golden year. I'm sorry.
You were there. That's
I
the
was
whole.
there.
That's the whole thing about it. 28 or 28.
I was there. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
don't.
February feels like 5 years ago to me. So
It does feel like a long time. And I just saw the video of you walking into the Airbnb the other day. I was reminiscing through my photos.
I don't think I ever saw that video.
I never did either.
I was in front of you, so.
I meant to send it to everybody and I forgot. So I'm sorry. But I watched it the other day and I was like, she was so surprised.
I really was. It's crazy because every surprise thing that I've been to, everyone is so surprised. I think because a lot of people just figured, with COVID year, like, nothing's going to really happen for my birthday, like, whatever. Because, like, we surprised my uncle for his 55th birthday, like, 2 weeks ago. And he was really surprised. I'm like, no, like, things don't get by my uncle. He's a very, like, he knows what's going on. But he really was like, I had no, like, idea. He was like, wow, y'all really got me. And I was like, yeah.
That's how I felt when I got engaged.
Yeah,
and Jess was like, how did you not figure it out? And I was like, because I don't be paying attention to shit.
But I remember, I don't know who I was telling, but I was like, Nasty's gonna find out. Because I was like, the whole block knows.
Yeah. It was like the best kept secret that year. And
I
was so mad. I was so mad, and I looked around, I was like, all of y'all knew? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck all of y'all. Like, why didn't you tell me? Y'all had me out here looking crazy.
And you weren't looking crazy, though.
No, there was one day at work that I was being crazy, and I'm like, you're never going to fucking propose. You're just going to have me out here living in sin. I was being crazy. And Jessica's like, little did you know, I didn't have the ring, and I've been walking around in my backpack.
That's unsafe.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Given the history of what has happened there, that is very unsafe. Goodness.
And that's what her mom said, too.
Right? God.
Well, I'm glad the ring was on your finger, and everything is good.
Yeah. I've never taken it off, not even to go get it cleaned.
I remember after you guys got married, she was like, I can't find my ring. I can't find my ring. All around the restaurant.
So
I can't find it.
She lost her ring twice, and the second time, like, she couldn't find it anywhere, so she had to order a new one, and then she found it like 2 weeks later.
Well, you got a backup.
I was to say, backup ring, just wear it for double. I'm double married, bitches.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't understand how you lost it. But apparently it was like too big for her. It was like a half a size or a size too big. So when she ordered a new one, she sized down.
Oh, that's good then.
And so, but I
She
don't know
can
where
wear the other one around her neck.
Yeah, I don't know where the other one is though. It's like lost in
Translation. I'm just that makes no sense, but what?
Very much.
But yeah, guys, we have not written more topics down, so we have picked one off camera, and we're gonna talk. As I knocked Diana's glasses down, I'm so sorry, Diana. We're gonna talk about cheating, the most amazing thing that ever can happen to someone. Like, what? So awesome to get cheated on.
So good.
It feels amazing.
So good. It's my favorite thing to happen to me.
And I love to cheat. Like, what? Cheating is the best action to do in the whole entire world. To really hurt someone and, like, that's just so amazing. So amazing.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay,
Yes.
so.
If you don't know, I'm being very, 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 what's that word I'm looking for?
Sarcastic.
I was thinking condescending. For some reason, I was thinking condescending. But it's like, no, it's sarcastic.
Very sarcastic.
All
I mean,
right.
if somebody didn't pick that up, then like...
I don't know. People are weird.
They're like, this piece of shit, canceled. I'm unfollowing.
Cool.
All right, so let us begin. Let us kick off this topic of cheating. What constitutes as cheating? So, in your opinion, is it cheating if it's like just emotional, like, or is flirting cheating? We should say. Let's dip our toes in the water.
I think.
No, go ahead. You go
I
first.
think everyone is I think people will flirt naturally sometimes without even knowing. Especially men. Men don't realize sometimes when they're flirting. which is okay. And sometimes even me as a woman, I don't realize when I'm flirting. And people's different, you know, how they perceive things are very different. So you might be like, you're flirting myself, but that person is thinking you're flirting with them. So like that's weird. So flirting, I'm very intentional flirting. If I like catch you intentionally flirting with someone, then yes, I think that's more disrespectful than cheating.
Yeah.
Because you didn't physically do anything. Emotionally, you kind of are just like you're. A lot of people say if you're giving someone else hope that they could either do something with you or something's going to happen with you, that's cheating.
I think it's sus behavior, like that'll lead to cheating. Like flirting is natural. I think there's levels of flirting. There's like the intentional.
That's
shit.
what I was gonna say. There's levels to flirting.
Yeah,
Like
so
you actively, like, let's say texting a girl, like, so when are we gonna get together? Blah blah blah, something like, I don't know, sliding into a girl's DMs or whatever. A lot of dudes, like, I hear all my like female friends talking all the time how dudes slide in their DMs, and half the time they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, all this crazy shit.
I mean,
don't slide in my DMs.
I've told you about guys who slid in my DMs. I'm like, I know you have a whole girlfriend.
All right. So
I ignore all of my DMs,
As you should. You're a married woman.
but even when I was single, like I would ignore them. Like
I like to laugh
please
at
don't,
them.
Please don't talk to me.
I've never answered one.
Yeah, no.
What constitutes as emotional cheating?
Like you said, texting, like actually going out making plans with someone. I think even like talking about like serious issues with another person. If you're in a serious relationship and you're going to a person that you have already like had past experiences with, like sexually, or just like confiding in them about things that I should know before someone else. Because I feel really embarrassed if another woman approached me and was like, yo, like, I heard about what happened with blah, 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 you know, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I don't want another person approaching me about something that's going on with you.
If it, like, gets out.
Yeah.
What about...
Oh, no. I feel the same. Like, there's things that you can talk to your friends about.
Yeah.
And then there's things that you talk to your partner with. And if you're talking to your friends or a friend about things that you're supposed to be speaking to your partner with, like, I feel like, no, that's a no for me. Mm-hmm. Like, why the fuck do you have to talk to her? Like, why can't you talk to me? Like, at that point, like, there's an issue and we need to talk about it. And if we can't get past it, then, like, we really need to reconsider this relationship.
You know, that's what I should have done in my experience, because there were a couple times it happened. And I'm like, in your guys' opinion, I think I've asked you before, and I've asked other people. I'm like, that was technically cheating, I think. Like, she had been, like, Snapchatting and texting this one dude that was a friend of hers. But she would, like, always, like, hide her phone and shit. And I'm like, why does she keep doing that? So I said something to her. I'm like, hey, you keep, like, you know, tilting your phone away, like, you don't want me to see something. Like, who are you texting? And she'd be like, you're just, you know, you just don't trust me, blah, blah, blah. It's nothing. And after we broke up and she hooked up with the dude that she hooked up with, like, right after, I asked her, I was like, so that time before where you told me that nothing was happening, like, what was going on? She's like, he told me that he had feelings for me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I feel like for it to get to that point, you had to have been doing something as well.
Yeah, engaging.
So,
you have to be engaging.
I'm like, God damn. And that was probably like a year into our relationship. We were together 2 years, so we should have really broken up, like, right after I moved down here, for real.
Yeah, I mean, the same with me. Like, I caught my ex. I went through his phone. That's the thing. Like, if you go through someone's phone, you're gonna find something. But, like, also, I shouldn't find anything. But if I do, then it's like, all right. But why are you doing all this? If you want to talk to other girls and do with things with other girls, and be single.
So what my ex told me is that it's exciting.
And that's what he would say to me. He would say it's just the chase of it. Like, I think
it's I'm like, is that like because I'm like, I don't want to say that.
Wait.
It's like that feeling of being wanted or whatever. But I'm like,
by somebody else, not the person that you're with.
Exactly.
So you might as well just break up.
Exactly.
Like,
But they don't.
But they still want someone there that's gonna be there for them every night.
oh, so you want your cake and eat it too? Like,
Yeah,
it don't work like that. Like,
They
if
want cake, ice cream, whipped cream, cherry on top, everything. Banana split with there too. I mean, it's just that. I mean, that's a narcissistic person though.
Like,
They
I
only think
remember,
about themselves.
when we were at Firefly, and she told that dude that she was single, and then tried to say that it was like, well, all of this happened in front of me too, and that's the thing where I'm like, man, you were really an idiot. But I'm just like, listen, you didn't have any experience.
No,
This is your
you
first
didn't.
time with any of this shit.
wait,
And-
hold on. You're excusing the fact that she said that.
No, I'm excusing myself because I'm like, you're an idiot. Because I really did just sit there and I was like, what the hell is going? I was
Oh.
upset, and his friends could tell I was upset and were trying to engage with me and joke with me. But I was like, why did you just tell this dude that you're single? Like, why can't you tell him that you're with me? Like, what's the problem? And going into like the shit that I have issues with, like my own mental illnesses, like that was just triggering for me and made me even more upset and felt like that she didn't actually want to be with me. And it was just like this whole thing where in the end it ended up like her being like gaslighting me and then being like, we shouldn't move in if you can't let this go. And I was like, oh, let it go.
Every time
Like
I
an
talk about
idiot.
her, I really just want to drag her ass. Like,
But then you go on to physical cheating, and
That's obvious.
yeah, that's obviously like, you know. But what constitute as physical cheating? Is kissing
Yes.
cheating? Okay, is touching cheating?
Yes.
Like really flirtatious.
I don't
touches?
know. Yeah, I don't know. That I find it. If it's not cheating, it's very inappropriate.
It's
At
it's
least.
inappropriate. Yes.
Because if I'm like around someone that I know is in a relationship and they're flirting with me, like no matter how they look, I'm not gonna like engage that just because I know that, and I just personally find it to be disrespectful. If I know about it and I'm still being like engaging, I feel partially responsible. as well.
I also like y'all have to take into like the intent of the touch. Like me and Diana touch each other all the time.
Yeah, that's
And,
what
like-
I said, flirtatious touching, like
Yeah.
yeah, like that.
So flirtatious, definitely.
Like that, the
not.
intent is definitely there to like get a response of arousal.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so that brings up the point of you just said, like, you knowing that someone's in a relationship and if they flirt with you and you flirting back, is that person at fault too, the second party? Do they take responsibility when it comes to the cheating?
Unless if they don't know that you are with somebody, like I don't feel like they can be faulted.
But I'm saying, is it more on that person who's in a relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
Or is it because
they're in a relationship.
Yeah, the other person, if that's like me and one of my good friends, we talk about this. Like he always says, you know, even if I'm married, if a girl's gonna throw me some pussy, I'm a fucking catch it. She gonna throw it. And I was like, then why get married? And he's like, I mean, and I was like, if you and your wife have that type of thing, then go ahead. But I also think he was like semi joking, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked about this in a
I
long
mean,
time,
there's
but I
truth
remember
in
that.
there's truth in jokes.
Yeah, you're 100% correct about that. But that's because I mean, I was in a situation where I was technically like the side piece. And when we first hooked up, I didn't know he had a girlfriend, but then I found out he had a girlfriend. And I was like, what the fuck, you have a girlfriend? Like, why would you do that? But then he hit me with we're about to break up, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Well, if that's the case, we'll keep fucking. But then, like, obviously, he was now to break up with her. But, I mean, I didn't want to be with them. But it's like, you didn't want to, I don't care, cool. But then I did stop fucking with them. I was like, I can't do that. That's just fucked up. Like,
Because
karma
he
is a
ended up
bitch.
never breaking
Well, no,
up
he
with
did
her.
break up with her for another girl eventually. But I was just like, not for
Cheating
me.
is so messy.
Yeah.
It's so messy.
Because then I remember, like, later on, he came up to me and was like, I wish I would have broken up with my girlfriend for you. And I was like, nope, you didn't have to do that. And I'm glad you didn't do that for me because I did not want to be with you. No, did not
I
want to be
strongly
with you.
believe that the way that you find somebody is the same way that you lose them.
100%. 100%. And he cheated on that girl. Like, I don't... no. There's, and I mean, well, no. I guess my relationship, he did not cheat on me with this. But he had just broken up with his girlfriend. And then a week later, he tried to get at me. But then a month later, I mean, then we got together a month later. But I'm still like, bro, you were first out of a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
chill. What,
So
no.
what's worse, emotional or physical cheating?
Emotional. 100% for me. Because if you fuck a bitch, if there's emotional connection with the physical, then it all just fucking hurts.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually have like a whole, but if you just literally were just, because in my mind, there are beautiful people everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you are like, yo, I want to just fuck her, I would obviously much rather you tell me and we have a conversation about it. But if I find out and if you come to me right after, like, babe, I fucked this girl. I'm sorry. I did it. I wanted to fuck her. That was it. It's nothing. I don't want to be with her. I just really want to fuck her. I think I could forgive that in all reality. And 100% I think I could. Like, if he came to me right after and was just like, I fucked this bitch. But obviously, if it keeps happening, then no, we're fucking done. But I can respect that. 100% I can respect that. But if you're out here texting another girl, giving her hope that you're about to be in a relationship with her, it's like sending all this false, or I mean, it could be real promises, I don't know, whatever, just saying shit that you should be saying to me, that's so much more disrespectful.
I think both is bad.
I mean, obviously both is bad, but I think
It's
personally,
both equally
I can get over physical if it's to a aspect,
I
to a
feel
various point.
disrespected.
So I think that they're both very bad, but I could, if you physically cheat on me, like, I'm still breaking up with you because I just can't do it. But, and like, eventually, like, I'll get over, like, I'll be mad, like, they cheated, like, they fucked somebody else. But if you're giving your time that should have been mine, like, it'll take me a lot longer to get over that, because I feel like then I'm gonna go into, well, then what's wrong with me? Like, why don't they want to spend time with me? Why don't they want to talk to me? Like, there's gonna be a lot of like self-doubt and then self-loathing, and then like I'm gonna end up hating myself and thinking that there's something wrong with me.
I think people get into relationships too fast or don't take them as seriously as they should, like. And that's why also cheating happens. That just like they find them relationships to be replaceable, kind of like, you know, oh, I broke this cup, let me just get another one type of thing. And despite what they might actually want, having a lasting relationship, it just, you know, becomes a regular thing for whatever reason. Like, I don't know.
No, you're completely correct. 100%. That is, I think, the main reason why. I don't say it's the main reason, but that's a big majority of it as to why I think someone does end up cheating. Because if you move so fast into a relationship and then now you feel like you're stuck, if that's how you feel. But it's also, to me, cheating, I mean, no matter what, cheating is cowardly. Like, if you really want to sit here and hurt someone because you don't have the balls to be like, I don't want to be with you anymore, then like, you're just a little bitch in all reality. Like, if you can't sit there and just,
or even if you enjoy the attention from other people, I think that's a discussion that's something you should be open about. If it's obviously you see like your behavior, instead of being like, no, I'm not doing this, be like, you know, you are hiding something, like.
If you want an open relationship,
like,
say that. If you
and
want
like that, maybe the partner that you're with can work with you with that. Maybe they can't, but all that proves is what is good for you in a relationship and what's not good for them. What they're okay with, what you're okay with, what's not okay, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know.
Like, that's why you should date yourself, to figure out what you want in life so that you can find a partner who fits that life for you. Because cheating.
And people. Well, sorry, no.
Go ahead.
Well, I think like also it's like it goes back to like people just get into the relationships too fast or whatever, and then I don't even know. Never mind, just go. I'm gonna think about this.
Like, I mean, like I've been saying, like, cheating is just something that if you want to make that person, like you said, like, you're gonna start down, you're gonna make that person, like, even if you say, I don't control how you feel about yourself, if you cheat on someone and they find out, they're automatically gonna be like, why it's always just gonna be a bad thing about you. You're gonna automatically think something bad about yourself.
Like,
automatically.
What didn't I do? What could I have done in order for them not to do this?
But in all reality, it is that person that you have to just automatically think that that person's a good person and that they're not going to do that to me. So then it just sucks that like, wow, you really aren't a good person. Like that's the shittiest thing to do to someone besides murder them, obviously. I really think is to cheat on them.
Not murder them.
I mean,
I wasn't expecting you to say murder.
I only think about it because of all these shows
All
that
these
we
shows.
watch when we come to your house.
I
me.
know.
Which is something they're interesting. But like that's exactly what it is.
Well, so kind of bouncing off of that, are there any circumstances where it's okay to cheat?
No.
No, 100% no. You should always have the balls if you're not happy in a relationship to say something. Now, it always comes down to it. Is it cheating if you have tried to break up with this person and they're just going to constantly keep thinking we're together, and then they're like, you're cheating on me? It's like, no, bitch, I tried breaking up with you. Or if you're in a situation where you have to rely on them because they're controlling your finances, they're, controlling your life. And it's like, I don't want to be with you, but if I leave you, I'm going to have nothing. I can't get my own, like, it's hard because, like, I mean, some people do get manipulated in those situations.
Yeah.
And so now they're stuck. But yet now they have someone at work who they can sneak off with and have this like romantic relationship with. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. That's probably the only time that I could personally
That's
think.
very
I know.
descriptive, messy mess. God
That's
help
a
you.
Lifetime movie, okay? I'm
God
writing a
help you.
Lifetime movie. That's the only way you can cheat on someone if it's a Lifetime movie plot, okay? But no, cheating is never okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know people that have cheated, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. It doesn't. If you keep doing it, I think if it's like repetitive behavior, then yeah, that's something you need to look at about yourself as a person of why you keep doing this. Because,
Oh,
But I feel like people who cheat don't think that they're actually cheating. Like,
I mean, like I said
feel like-
earlier, like if my boyfriend or husband, no, you were talking to me before you go fuck some other bitch, but if my boyfriend came to me literally that night or the day after and was like, listen, I was intoxicated, even though intoxication does not, constitute anything to happen. But if he was like, I was intoxicated, this girl was throwing pussy at me and I fucking caught it and I fucked her, I wore a condom, I'm sorry, it never happened. It will never happen again. I'll probably be mad for like a week or two, but if we can work things out, I can prove something to me. But like I said, if it happens again, but emotional cheating, if it happens,
I will
I'm
never
done.
be able to trust somebody if they cheated on me, regardless if it was an accident.
well, cheating is never an accident. It's
Like
never.
what, you fell into her pussy?
Yeah.
Like what?
You
Shut
can't-
up.
No.
I will never be able to trust them. So in my mind, whatever situation that they were in when this happened, it's in my mind it's always going to happen again. And then I'm going to end up being absolutely insane about it. And like, and if I can't trust you, I can't be with you.
so you
like,
think once a cheater, always a cheater? Or maybe you want a cheater. Well, no.
I wouldn't say once a cheater, always a cheater, but
Once you cheat on me, you're
once you
done
cheat
forever,
on
bitch.
once you cheat on me, there's no trust to be had.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna, I don't think that I can build that trust back up for you in order for us to be in the place that we were before it happened and then continue to move on, because I know the person that I am and I'm gonna keep bringing that shit up.
Yeah.
So why am I going to put myself in a situation like that as well as yourself, even though I shouldn't be even thinking about you? I need to be thinking about myself. So for me and my own like well-being, I can't be with you, because all I'm gonna think of is you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again, and then here I am looking fucking stupid for a second, third, fourth time.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I
how I
think
looked at
about.
my relationship. I looked dumb.
I will never do it again. And me and Jessica talk about it all the time. Like if one of us cheats, like that's the end of it. Like, I'm fucking shit up.
Physical and emotional.
Either or.
So, yeah, okay. That
But I
makes
feel
sense.
like with us, I think that it would be physical before it would be emotional.
Well, I hope none of that. I hope it's neither one.
I hope it's neither one of them either, because I'm lighting shit on fire.
I
I'm
believe
fucking
it.
shit up.
Lisa left that Lopez Jr. here. For sure.
I'm fucking shit up. Like, number one, especially because, like, I never wanted to get married, and now I married you, and I want to build a life with you, and then here you go fucking shit up. Like, now I feel stupid. And because I feel stupid, I feel attacked. So now I'm going to retaliate. And either I more than likely am going to end up in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for what, but I'm going to end up in jail.
Yeah, because I mean, that brings them when the next topic, like, if cheating is going to affect that person being cheated on, you might do something that's going to make you end up in jail. You're gonna a lot of mental health problems. You're gonna probably have a lot of self-hate, and that's gonna do horrible for your self-esteem. And
there's so much trauma that comes with being
you won't be
cheated
able to
on.
trust people a lot. Like you're gonna hesitate so much against a relationship.
Throw in the part where you have kids. Just because my dad, he never met, I don't think he had ever met this lady at that point, but he was basically planning a whole life with this woman in Canada online, some online relationship. And I was like standing behind him reading everything, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because he kept closing out of the screen every time I walked into the room, and I'm like, what's he doing? So I like crawled in the room and I went up behind him, and I was just like reading it. And then my sister, she would come in from the other door because the living room had two entrances. She would come in from the other door to distract him and like get his attention, and I would stand there and read some more. And we were just reading everything that he's writing.
Right.
That is some good detective work.
And he was like, the kids are gonna love you, and he was talking about either getting my mom committed or getting her deported. And I didn't know what deported was, so I looked it up in the dictionary, and I was like, oh my God. And so I me and my sister sat down in the family room, which is the room next to it, and we're like, what are we gonna do? Like, we should tell.
How old was Lizzie at this time?
She was 9 or 10. No, this was April, so she would have been, I was 11, she would have been 10.
That is horrible age
Yeah.
to go through that.
10 and 11. And we were like, what should we do? We gotta tell Mom. So I told my mom. When she got home, she was in the garage. I'm like, Mom, we gotta tell you something. We're like, Dad's having an affair. And she was like, what? And then we told her everything. Yeah.
Did he admit to it?
I don't know. I don't know when she confronted him about it. But yeah, because I used his computer, and she had like AIM. It was on AIM. They were talking on AIM. They met in a chat room or something. And
He was probably talking to a man.
nah, this was a woman. We talked to her on the phone and
Oh,
shit.
talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah, he was finna get catfished.
I'm like, bro, there was all like the war. I can't even speak. I don't know. I don't want to declare it the worst trauma of my life, because I experienced a lot of shit like throughout. But like that was very traumatic. All the shit that happened, because like just the way my parents fought, using shit against each other, using us against each other, like that shit is so stressful.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you get married and you have kids with someone, why cheat on them?
Like, you're in it to win it. Or get a divorce.
Get
like,
a
if you're not
fucking
feeling
divorce.
it, get a divorce. Because like that I think is just shows how selfish cheating is, like on varying levels. Like, I think if you're young, it's a shitty thing to do. It is 100% a shitty thing to do. But like, you're young, you're gonna fuck up. You might make mistakes like that. Like, I know people that have done shit like that when they're young. But it's like, once you get older, if you're still doing shit like that, it's like, okay, you're kind of a shitty person or something. Like, what's going on?
There's a rapper. He just killed himself this past weekend. His name was Lil Loaded. I know it's a weird rap name. But
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either until I saw his story on one of those blog sites. My friend showed it to me this past weekend. And, no, 2 days, yesterday. And he killed himself because his girlfriend cheated on him. And he found out. And me and him were talking about it, and we were like, he most likely, like, he wrote on Instagram, hey, he said a goodbye, put it on Instagram, and then his best friend was like, went on Instagram, was like, my homie just killed himself. He like left a note saying it because his bitch cheated on him, his bitch disrespected him, like da-da-da-da. And I'm like, y'all are 20 years old, and like, it sucks that you thought you had to take her life because someone cheated on you. Like, that's really fucking
the
sucky.
effects of being
But
cheated
something
on.
that has to do with like impulse too.
Yeah, but I'm like, damn.
And it's like, that was his response to it.
And that's really like,
That's sad.
why cheat? Just fucking break up. someone killed themselves, and I was telling her, and I was like, you know,
You literally have to live with that
for the rest of
your
life.
life.
And then my friend was like, she's probably 19, 20. She probably is gonna forget about that shit. I said no.
No.
She's gonna remember that for the rest of her life. That a person that she most likely, I mean, he wrote like, I loved you, blah blah blah. But they most likely said I love you to each other, and this nigga probably didn't really love her a lot. I mean, he lost his life because he felt that much hurt and sadness, and like that's like the lowest thing. That's why I think cheating is so bad.
That's terrible. Like, that makes me sad.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that really sucks. But that's what cheating can, like, that, the fact that, I mean, a lot of people get murdered over cheating, you know, like, all the shit that we be watching, but Paul's on, like, it'll be like, remember the one about the older white lady and then that white man, and then they were having threesomes at one point.
Oh, yeah.
And then but he hired that woman to kill because she was like, I'm
She
done
broke
with
up
you.
with him.
Yeah.
But you were having a whole affair. Like, bruh. She's allowed to say, no, I'm gonna fix my marriage, and you got that upset and you killed, like, that
People.
you died because you decided to step out on your marriage. When all you had to do was probably communicate and talk and figure out how you can fix it.
Yeah.
That's all. Before you cheat, think to yourself,
You know,
can I sit down and talk to my partner? And if you think you can't sit down and talk to them about your problems, break up with them.
I had an ex-girlfriend tell me that if I wasn't doing what she felt I needed to be doing in the relationship for her, that she was going to go out and find somebody else to do it. And I was like, well, that's cheating. And she's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. Like, if you feel like I'm not doing something and you go find it from somebody else, so now you're spending more time with them and less time with me, like, you're cheating. If that's the case, let me know and we can work on shit. But if that's how you feel, then just like there's no need for you to be in a relationship, because they're not going to do everything that you want them to do all the time, and vice versa.
Like, if you don't have enough self-control to just have sex, and that's the thing, have sex with one person and spend time with one person. I don't know how some people can cheat, because I can barely talk to one person. Like, I actually have interest in one person.
If you like that relationship, you know, with multiple people or whatever, even, I think that's just something you need to be honest about.
Yes.
At the beginning with the person. Like, who cares if it's like, you know, that's someone that you want, but remember, there are 7 billion people on this earth. So what makes you think you're not going to find someone that looks like them, who could be equally, if not harder than them? So
These days, a lot of people look like.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, honesty is where it starts with.
Be honest with yourself, first of all. Be honest with yourself, and then be honest with whoever you're with. Because, like, you never know. Maybe they'll be that puzzle piece that fits with yours, but not everyone is for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you have to realize shit with some people, and then it's like, this is what I want. And it's like, okay, not a lot of people might be into this, like, open relationship type stuff, but there might be, yeah. And I'm like, again, there are 7 billion people. So, as you know, a lot of people might choose monogamy. There's a lot of people that are probably like, we are open for these things.
Yeah.
Not to, like,
open relationships
you know,
are very intriguing to me, but I don't think I could ever be in one. Like,
Yeah.
I find them very interesting.
I especially the way I love, I'm a very selfish lover. I like you to myself. I don't want anyone else to be able to experience the way I experience you. So I know I could never do it. Now, I think I could be in a poly relationship if people are already, and they're like, hey, come in, and I'm like a free spirit part of my life. Maybe.
Right.
But me me finding someone, and then, like, if, say I like the guy, and then we start dating, and he's like, you know, I think I want to experiment with other people, we gotta break up then. I don't care. Because it's even hard for me to have threesomes with a guy. If I like your penis, I'm not having a threesome with another girl. No, it's not happening. I've said this before. It's not fucking happening. So, sorry.
Yeah, I'm very selfish. Like,
Selfish.
I need all the attention on me. And I don't have the attention span to give multiple people
versions of me and
like
parts
attention.
of me.
Like, I don't have the attention span for that. Like, it's too much going on.
energy.
it's just so much going on.
I mean, honestly, when I was younger, I found that fun. I found it fun to have. I mean, I was fucking two people who I worked together. We all worked together, and I didn't care. Like, but now that I'm older, it's so hard. Like, I went on Hinge the other day just to like have fun, and guys started talking to me, and I was like, I can't do this, and I just like stopped responding. It was just too much. Like, I was just, I can't. Like, it just too hard. So I was like, I always feel bad doing that. Like, I hate like matching with them and then like saying something and then just not responding.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like such a dumbass, but I'm just like, whatever. I don't know these
Clown. I'm just kidding.
clown emoji over my face. But yeah. No.
Do y'all know like the signs of cheating, or like is that even like a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, being distant.
Because I feel like I could even tell. Like, she wasn't even distant for real. It was just she would hide her phone a lot. And that's that, like, you know, flirting with other people and shit or whatever, to where he confessed his feelings.
See, I think I'm just psychic because every single time, like, the only thing, like, my ex, he wasn't, I wouldn't say he wasn't very distant, but he wasn't very attentive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, you know what, something's going up. And that's as soon as he went to sleep, I knew his fucking password. I was like, grab the phone, go to the other room, just start going through it. I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Put the phone back, went to sleep, woke up. He's like, I'm in an attitude. And all of my friends, like, I text them, like, I went through his phone, I found this. They're like, Emily, just stay chill, don't address it. Like, think it through. I can't. That morning, I went through your fucking phone and I found this. You came and deny shit. Then men, of course, start crying. Oh my god, I'm just so sorry. Like, you know, I love you. I just fucked up. Then it was I just like attention of other people. Like, it's just fun. It's nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm like, you're giving another woman hope. Like that. Like, no, that's stupid. But.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I stayed in a relationship.
And, like, how many people actually say they're actually doing it not for nothing? Like,
Yeah.
why would you waste that kind of energy for that type of shit if you
That's
did
narcissistic
not
as
plan
fuck.
on something else?
Like, you're that selfish to put that much attention and time and just even if you're talking to that person for 30 minutes a day, saying whatever you want to them 30 minutes a day, that's 30 minutes of you like putting like those words out there and like those emotions, and even if they're fake, that's also fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that to somebody?
This is why we should stop Caesar!
Oh yeah,
You should stop what?
Brutus.
This is why we should stab Caesar.
Oh, that's. I didn't hear the last part.
I don't know. Cheating is a lot. It takes a lot of effort and energy to cheat. I don't know how people do it. When especially women, we're like, oh, I got like 5 niggas. I'm like, how? Because men are a lot. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're sitting there entertaining 5 guys, like, starting conversations, answering the same questions over and over. I couldn't, Like, how was your day? Like, oh, no, I can't do that. I don't have the energy. I'll just be a one-woman man. A one-man woman.
One man woman.
A one-man woman.
A one woman man. In other news.
Emily is a man.
Sometimes I do wish I was a man, but then I love being a woman. But
I just want a helicopter one time, and I want to know what it feels like to be inside of a woman.
I thought you said like you were just saying you want a helicopter, and I was
not
like,
a helicopter.
No, I mean having a helicopter would be dope, but I mean, I don't know who's gonna drive it or ride it or
Fly it.
Fly it.
we're still talking about
Where?
the dick or the helicopter.
Yeah, I just want a helicopter one time, like, and that's it.
I love when guys
Smack a
helicopter.
bitch in the face with your dick.
That would be fun too.
I mean, I've like guys like put their dick like on my face, like hit their dick on my face. It's fun to me. It's like a little like joystick, like a little toy. It's like I don't know. I think dicks are really cool. I do think dicks are cool. So I would love to have a dick for a day. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, I
would be a whore for sure.
absolutely.
I hope I would be attractive enough that women would want to fuck me. You know, if I was a man.
That's not like no, because you got some ugly ass motherfuckers out here that be getting like
Yeah, but it's the
pretty
thing.
ass bitches.
I agree with you.
Yo, that was
But
hilarious.
a lot of the times, like, it's easier as a woman to go have sex than it is as a man. Like, men, you can't go into a situation. Like, women have all the power when it comes to sex. In all reality.
Power.
You know? Like, we're the ones who are going to decide if you get to fuck us or not. Unless you want to
Pussy.
rape us. If you want to
Because
rape us,
pussy is
then you're
power.
going to be a dumbass motherfucker.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Let's not rape. That's bad.
exactly. And let's not, I can't say the word, you know,
Coerce.
yeah, I can't say the word,
Coerce.
coerce. I can't say it. I can't say it.
Coerce.
It's one of those words that I can't say, but even if you do that to a woman, that's still rape. But anyway, we're not going to that.
No means no.
So being a man for the day, you still gotta find someone who's gonna want to have sex with you. Like, that's still a hard thing to do as a man. So maybe I'll be a man for a week so I can establish a relationship
Download
with
Tinder.
a woman. Download Tinder for that
Tinder,
week.
Grinder. If I were a man, I'd be bisexual.
I would fuck a man too. Yeah.
I would just be a hoe, I think. Or like,
Yeah, I don't.
stick my dick in this electrical outlet. I'm just kidding.
Sounds like fun. I'm in.
I like to live life on the edge.
No.
I think I would also fuck men too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably would.
I don't know why not.
I mean, I still have a woman's mind, right? So I would want to fuck a man. I still would find men attractive. So why wouldn't I want to fuck a man?
Mm-hmm.
And also, it would be nice to know what guys are gay, like or on the down low. Like, I was a
I
man
knew
for a
about
week.
you.
I knew you want to suck this dick. You know,
I also want to know what that feels like
because I mean, an
to
article
get your dick
says.
sucked.
I know
wanna
this is
what
going
it
off
feels like.
topic, and maybe we'll end it after
Yeah.
we like finish this whatever rant we're on. But like, I read an article that said like 70% of men are actually bisexual, and like 30% of them won't admit it. Like 40% of them like actually know it, but like are afraid to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's 30% who are probably just haven't tried it yet. But I'm pretty sure if men experience sex with men and women, they would be perfectly fine with having both.
I think
If it was
it's
more
it's
accepted.
society.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it was accepted. They
it would not be an issue.
Because men
Yeah,
have
because
been gay from a very long
loves
time.
everybody loves a bisexual woman,
Mm-hmm.
but a bisexual man is automatically gay.
Which is like stupid. Because it's perfectly fine to want to have sex with, like, I know I'm a straight woman. I don't want to have sex with women. I really have no desire to have sex with a woman. None whatsoever. I find women beautiful. Women are beautiful. We are beautiful, like, humans. Beautiful species. Beautiful creatures. But I'm not sexually attracted. And that's okay to say.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure men will, I don't know. I think a lot of men will be out here fucking men if they have the chance to. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only fucking things that I'm sexually attracted to. So there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, also
But-
happy Pride Month, everybody.
Oh my god, it is! We're filming. It is June. It's our birthday of June.
Happy Pride Month.
As we talk about fucking.
Yay!
This is where me and Diana shine.
It's so funny. I've seen so many memes that's been like, here come all the businesses with their rainbows and their glitter for the only month, for 1 month, and they go back to being heteronormative and just doing whatever the fuck they want. I'm like, that's some real shit. Same with Black History Month, you know, Hispanic Heritage Month. It's all the same shit, you know?
Valentine's Day, Christmas, like it's
It's like
only
pulling
there.
a box out of the attic every
Yeah.
year.
And it's like, let's celebrate the others. They get to be celebrated now. Woo! Let's show that we're inclusive. Everybody's welcome here.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.
We'll see you next week on Open Water. Jesus.
All right, bye.